Yeah, are you the host of the event?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what exactly is all this? If you don't mind me asking. Like, what event is this?
Oh, this is for no bombs.
Okay, gotcha. So the only concern that I have is that it's being held after sunset. Or you gotta figure out, like, go get a proper permit, or you need to do it earlier than at sunset. So, if you can work on that, I'm going to leave you alone tonight. Not intending to hurt isn't what it is.
You need to leave.
Mind your, no, you need to leave.
No, sir.
So,
no, sir, I do not.
So go ahead and give me your ID, or else I'm going to go ahead and place you under arrest. I'll let everybody else stay for the night, but you're refusing to identify yourself. Place your hand behind your back.
Oh, man.
No, he's not. He says I'm refusing to identify myself, even though he said he knew who I was.
I said I recognize you. I don't know your name.
You know, I want to first say we reached out to Mr. Kimbrell. He will be in City Hall meeting with our staff about getting a permit, and you know, we'll see how that conversation goes.
So my city is torn in half over this arrest that happened the other night. A lot of people are like for it, a lot of people are against it. We got to break this down. We got to talk about it. There's a lot to know around this. I want to know your opinion. I want this to be aired out so everybody can say this is good, bad, ugly. I want to hear your comments down below. Let's get into it.
Hey, are you the host of the event?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what exactly is all this? If you don't mind me asking. Like, what event is this?
Oh, this is for no bombs.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're feeding the homeless. That's what they're doing.
So the only concern that I have is that it's being held after sunset.
We're not the ones that are running.
We're not the ones that run the event.
I can go get the person who.
I was about to say, yeah, if we could do that real quick. Yeah.
So keep in mind, this is a walk-through park. This is not like a normal park. This is one that everybody walks through to get to the stoplight. It's right at the intersection. It's where everybody hangs out. It's more like a plaza than it's a park. This is not like a county park on the water that's closed at sundown. And keep in mind, this is at 6 o'clock, okay, in the afternoon. This is, you can see in the top right-hand corner, this is not midnight. Many festivals happen at sunset. There's one every Wednesday and every Saturday during the fall. And they're just handing out food for the homeless. That's what they're doing.
And God, it's been going on for a year and a half.
I got you. I'm about to say, I'm not always here right at 6. I don't know if that's always the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm aware.
it's always
Yep,
right.
I'm aware of them.
Come eat?
No, I appreciate it though.
You hungry? We got
your area.
Hey, yeah, no, I know. You want to talk over here so they can keep doing their business? I'm not going to kick you out tonight. I'm not like that. I'm sure you would disagree with what I just said, but.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I would like to believe you're not going to say one thing and do another.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not kicking you out tonight. I'm not going to be that rude. You guys already have everything set up. I'm not like that. Future reference, my only concern is that City Park closes at dark, and I don't want it to... If you guys are going to do it, I don't know if you can do it a little bit earlier. I know with it getting dark so early, it's stupid. Or if you can see about contacting the city and getting like a permit, that way you have it for, let's say, 5 to 7 or something like that. That way it can be worked.
See, this is where the city splits. You got to have a permit to feed the homeless. We've had a growing homeless problem in Pensacola, and many of them just go without, especially when the food stamps started getting hit. A lot of the churches started stepping in, helping out a lot of the homeless. And this man, the officer knows who he is. This man is the one they're holding in charge of it. They have a program called Food No Bombs, and they see it as a protest to feed the homeless. And that's where this differs in this whole conversation.
With that way, you know, because technically what's going on right now is everyone in here is committing a misdemeanor because they're in the park after hours. Am I going to go writing everybody a violation of that? No, I'm not going to do that. But,
I would like to think no.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want it to start progressing to where people start complaining or whoever does anything, and then it starts becoming a hassle. I want to make sure you're following the proper channel, so that way it's like, hey, we're here legally, we're good. It's kind of like how Palafox Market can be here late.
We believe we're here. We believe we have a First Amendment right.
You don't. That's not how that works. But that way, I'm just going to document it as I told you, or that I've talked to you, just, you know, but either you got to figure out not in the park, or you got to figure out, like, go get a proper permit, or you need to do it earlier than at sunset.
The idea that you have to ask the city permission, pay for a permit, and then go in to do something nice for the homeless that, you know, what else are you supposed to do if nobody else is going to do it? That's what he's trying to do here. There's the right answer and there's a bad look. And at this moment, I feel like the cops should have said, hey, can't do this anymore after tonight. You can do it today. See you later. Have a good night. Instead, they pressed forward.
So if you can work on that, I'm going to leave you alone tonight. but try to work on that for me. Do you guys do it every Friday?
Yeah.
Or every set?
For 14 years.
Since
Friday.
2011.
Gotcha. Okay.
Since 2011.
Okay, I gotcha.
So
See, this is where they differed. He just said, man, I feel like I have the ability to protest homelessness by feeding them. Some people would say, is that a protest or is it not? I want to know your thoughts, comments down below. Is it free speech? Is it not? And then this is where their debate started happening. And it resulted in an arrest.
On what?
well, you're causing a problem where there hasn't been a problem.
Well, I mean, it's still an issue because it's still a city ordinance violation.
Right, and law enforcement officers have the right to not enforce a misdemeanor.
Correct.
And
called
you're telling
discretion.
me that you're deciding to use your discretion
Tonight,
to enforce
correct.
it. No, I mean not tonight, but
Yes.
in the future you are going to choose to use that discretion against us.
Now, keep in mind, the homeless people and the people in this park would probably already be in this park because it's 6 o'clock at night. It's like the sun just went down. Our time just changed.
And so
I'm not using discretion against you because discretion
You
isn't
will
something you
be.
use against.
okay.
It's just
Okay.
discretion is
So
only
exactly
used
how are
by
we
my own
harming
opinion.
anything?
It's not harming. It's you're just still committing a misdemeanor. That's what you're currently doing.
And you look forward to
No.
enforcing it in the
No.
future.
So
No, thank you.
I have.
Thank you.
Okay, Roger that. Let me go and get your ID though. I mean, we can go ahead and I'm documenting this. And
So in solidarity,
if you refuse to
with my
identify
friend
yourself,
Peace, yeah, you're going to arrest me like you
Yes.
did my friend Peace.
and I will.
And he is still currently in an
Getting the help apparently he needed.
no,
Well-
no, he's not, man. Because
Have you talked to him?
that scratch on your wrist?
Have you talked to him?
That scratch on your wrist was not a battery on a police officer.
And if that's what you agree with.
No, I mean there has to be malicious intent. You know,
The
and
intent,
like, and so
the intent to touch or strike. There's
he had
so he
no
intends
intent.
to.
No,
So he didn't
man.
intend. I'm not going to argue with this about this.
Like we watched the body cam video.
There's that does.
So man, like
That's not intending to hurt isn't
so
what. It,
you need to leave.
Mind your no.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
No, sir. No, sir, I do not.
So go ahead and give me your ID, or else I'm going to go ahead and place you under arrest. I'll let everybody else stay for the night, but you're refusing to identify yourself.
Many in the comment section believe that they're pressing the idea of the permit ordinance violation to push the homeless out of the park, to push these type of events out of the park because they would say attracts the homeless. But nobody's willing to feed them. And this man is standing the point trying to do this. Now, when you say it's a misdemeanor, I need your ID, you're in the park after hours, we all know he's pressing the law to get this man's ID. And that's where it all starts to fall downhill. He knows, the protester, the man feeding the homeless, knows the moment they get his ID and they put him in the system, the CAD system, that record is going to be there forever and it will be used against him. I want to know if you're a deputy, if you're a cop, if you're a police officer, comment down below if that's what happens when you go on record. And he says he's going to be on record that he talked to him, that from now on they're going to know when they look up his ID that they have talked to him for being in the park after hours and it is a misdemeanor, and they know next time they're going to arrest him. So it seems like it has some type of penalty attached to it just by being in the database. Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts.
So you're taking this a step above.
You know who I am.
I don't
You've already said
I don't
you know
remember
who I
your
am.
name. I recognize you is what I said. I don't know your name. I'm bad with names. I recognize your face. I know you because I remember down at City Hall. I've dealt with you before. You're also the dude who went and did the locks on the,
Right, so you
the
can
things.
find out who I am.
I could, but I'm going to find out from you.
Okay, because you want to press an issue.
No, because I.
No, you do want to press an issue.
Because why do
And
I have
here's
to
where
go
it
through
goes
extra-
south.
No. So
No, I mean, but you do. You want to press an issue.
you could tell me your name instead of handing me your ID. I'm cool with that. But we're either going to do that, or I'm going to take you to jail because you're refusing to identify yourself. And I'm not playing this game.
I haven't refused to do anything.
So are you going to give me your name?
Okay.
You
Should
going to give
have
me
just
your name?
letting him go. Calling it a night.
But you know who I am.
I don't know.
But you did. You already
I
said
recognize
you know who I am
So
when you
just
walked
'cause-
up.
So because
So-
I know I recognize you. But again, I'm not playing this game. Are you going to tell you?
But you
tell
are.
me your name.
I mean, you're coming down here.
What's your name?
Like you are coming down here trying to start something where there isn't anything.
This is the last time I'm going to say it. What's your name?
So you're going to arrest me.
You're refusing to identify yourself. So go ahead. Put your hand behind your back.
No, he's not. He
you-
says I'm refusing to identify myself, even though he said he knew who I was.
I said I recognize you. I don't know your name. Do you know my name?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It is.
Exactly.
Yes.
So she remembers my name, not you. Roger that. See? But you knew who I was. You recognized me.
Okay.
So
Because you answered faster than I did. Obviously, I don't know who you are. I'm being arrested. Would you like to take the keys so you can at least leave the park?
hold on real quick.
So a lot of people say that right there is what escalated the situation. Half the comment section is saying that he wasn't being nice to the officer. Obviously, they had a history. I think First Amendment allows you to redress your government, to say things to law enforcement within means that you don't agree with them. And that's what I think he's doing. As a veteran, as somebody that raised my right hand to support and defend the Constitution, I'm thinking, hey man, he's well within his rights to disagree with the officer here. And some would say that he's being retaliated right here because he was gonna let him go, now he's not. What's your thoughts? IDing him for the crime of being in the park after hours and violating the city ordinance and having no permit feeding the homeless. That's what this is all over. I feel like you pick your battles. Just my opinion, I'm not a lawyer. You pick your battles. Hey, don't do this next week, next month. Get a permit from now on, call it a day. But instead, we have a nightmare for the mayor, a nightmare for the Pensacola Police Department, and everybody is up in arms over this.
I want to first say we reached out to Mr. Kimbrell. He will be in City Hall meeting with our staff about getting a permit, and we'll see how that conversation goes. And we want a harmonious conclusion. That being said, certainly I've reviewed the video, and I stand fully by our officer and his professionalism and his conduct throughout this particular incident. I don't think that Mr. Kimbrell had any ill intent, and I certainly don't think our officer had any ill intent, but this is one of those things why we try to eliminate ambiguity. I want to first say we
we got comments right here. I have a hard time with the obstruction statute, that it can be leveraged against you as a second order effect and a stop to say, you're going to jail because I think you obstructed. And there was no resisting. It was just, you didn't give your name. And I think for a trespass in the state of Florida, I'm not a lawyer, but that's civil in nature. You can just say, hey, you're on body cam. Don't come back. I see you next week. I'm going to get you. Here we go. A lot of people are saying it's the ego trip of the cop. I want to know your thoughts. Comments down below. Don't throw bricks at me. I thought the cop was wrong all the way after seeing the interaction. I have a couple of different outlooks. A lot of people are saying they understand why he was like, hey man, you're gonna let me go. Now all of a sudden you want my ID. You don't have to legally give an officer. A lot of people are saying their idea of the law is a lot different. Every Friday for 14 years, it's not a park, it's a plaza. And I think that's where I kind of fall. Like, this isn't like you're going down to the beach. This is a walkthrough to get to the intersection. Like, to get to Palafox, and I think it's Palafox and Garden, like it's right there in front of everybody. It's not like they're hiding behind the bushes somewhere. And what was the intent? Just to give out food. I have a hard time with being mad at somebody for giving out food. I watch these guys I watch these guys beg for food all week long. How is it a park? It's a sidewalk. Are people not allowed to walk in the sidewalk after dark? And we're not talking about midnight. We're talking about 6 o'clock at night. I feel like you pick your battles. This was not one. But, I'm just a guy sitting on a couch. And I thought it went a little far. I don't believe that something like that could be ticketed, that could be, a summon and release, means you got to put handcuffs on somebody, take their liberty, put them in a cell for a day or two over this. I have a hard time with it. As a person that has always been pro law enforcement, always for the Constitution, the idea to be asked for your papers over being in the park after dark when there's 50 people there and they weren't being asked for their papers, I have a hard time with that. And I think the mayor didn't help anything when he said this.
I want to first say we reached out to Mr. Kimbrell. He will be in City Hall meeting with our staff about getting a permit, and we'll see how that conversation goes.
Meeting with our staff about getting a permit, and we'll see how that goes. He either has the right to do it or not. As a videographer, I have seen these permits for, you're not allowed to film here without a permit. Do you have the First Amendment to film, freedom of press, expression, art, all these things, speech, or do you not? Or only if the city says you can, only if the city says that you can be out there with your cell phone bothering nobody, okay? Filming what Google Maps has already filmed and what half the commercials out there already are. If you're not out there stopping traffic and you're not out there like asking for a lot of assets, then what's the harm, you know? And I understand there's trash to be picked up, there's things like that. But if they don't leave any trash, cool. And if they do leave trash, send them a ticket. You know, like I have a hard time with it.
And you know, we want you know, a harmonious conclusion. That being said, certainly I've reviewed the video, and I stand fully by our officer and his professionalism and his conduct throughout this particular.
You know, I don't think there's really ambiguity. I think they both had a misunderstanding amongst themselves. I feel like you could have had some situational awareness. Like, we're two big personalities. I understand. We're going to go separate ways. We're going to use some discernment here. And I'm not going to let my pride and your pride get us in a mess. Like, what are we doing here? And I feel like that's where we're at on this. And I think the politicians should do the same. Like, look, we're just going to call this one a day. And move on. And we're going to work through this idea of feeding the homeless and having these things for the homeless, and maybe give a location where they can do this, because I don't think there's really a location that they can do this. I don't know. Comments down below. I want to know your thoughts. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm fine with being wrong. Ultimately, it's going to be what the court says and what law enforcement says and what the city council says. And I'm interested to hear those debates, and it's going to be an interesting one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below. This was a very interesting video, and I like looking into these type things. They're very interesting, and maybe it helps our society move ahead a little bit. See you guys later.